announcements that we did for E3. The first one is the G512 gaming keyboard. The G512 has been out since April with Romer G switches and with Romer G linear switches. But we now have announced it. We have a Clicky GX Blue switch because there are certain people who want that loud, clicky sound, and they love that feel. And they, as nice as Romer G switches are, there's that customer. So now we've added that, so we have a really good selection of choice for users. It's a great keyboard. It's RGB, individually controlled lighting, 16 million colors worth of lighting. It has USB pass-through, so you can plug your mouse receiver back here if you'd like. So it's
Thanks. Oh, that sounds good.
And it's an all aircraft aluminum top, the surface mount style, so you get more light out and it looks cooler, easier to keep clean. So that's the G512. G512. There's a G513 as well, which comes with a palm rest. 512 does not come with a palm rest.
Okay.
But we have it here because it's comfy. The other big announcement is, I don't know if you've ever seen our original Logitech gaming software.
Yeah.
It's been around about 10 years.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of features, but it's sort of an old style, and we've kind of stuffed a lot of new cool things into it, and it's kind of busting at the seams. Mm-hmm. So we, almost 2 years ago, we started from the ground up to build this new Logitech G Hub software. We're announcing this in early access, so it's not done, but it's close. And so users will be able to download and use this starting in July.
Wow.
The differences are, like for example, every product we have, you can see here. If you have a 4K monitor, you can it scales, so it's very friendly for that kind of stuff. And everything we make will eventually end up in here. And because our users have more than one product, it used to be you go, oh, I have a mouse, I'm going to set the mouse, set it for a game. But now we have all these products, so let's start with the game. So now we detect all the games on your system.
Okay.
And we install a default profile. So for example, Fortnite, Overwatch. But a new feature we didn't have before is you can have multiple profiles per game. So for example, you want to play as Diva. You can have different commands, different mouse settings as when you play by Torborg or when you play by Hanzo. So, and you can then change these as you decide to change different characters. And so everything can be a little different, including, the colors on the keyboard now. It goes to sort of Diva colors, or I go to something else that goes to different colors. So you can have a lot of fun with that. And so we also tried to make it a consistent navigation. So for example, if I go here to the G903 mouse, starts with lighting, which is our light sync section. I can set the colors. I have a lot of effects. I'm going to fix a color, pick it from here, or I can pick it from here. If I want to create I'll do the logo so it's more obvious. Pick a color from here. If I come up with a new cool color I like, I can put it on a button. And then when I go to other devices, I don't have to remember what the settings were. I just pick it off the same list. So I can do that. And I can sync these together. I can even sync every device. So everything with RGB lighting is down here. I will. Yeah. I can check off these and add them, and they will sync right along with the other one, or I can unsync them. So you can make your whole battle station glow and pulse all together or separately. Then you go in assignments, and this assignment button, when it gets there, you go, allows me to, you can see all the commands from the game. They're organized, so you know where to go look for them. You're not just an alphabetical endless list. And you can pick something, and you can literally drag it on a button, and it's now that button. So it's that simple. If I want to remember where I put everything, I can look at the whole list of buttons and see what's assigned where. We also have the shifting and everything else, all those other features we've had, so you can have 2 commands per button if you have a G-shift set. And then we simplified and made the DPI speed settings simpler. So you look at this, it's like, oh, I want to move up one of my speeds. I'm just going to do that and make it a little quicker, try it. If I goofed it all up and I got one of these really crazy out here, and now it's too fast, I'll just reset it to default, and it goes back to factory. So I have total control over it, and everything I do is only going to happen in this Overwatch DPI. So I go back to my desktop, it'll go back to my desktop settings. Now, if you're somebody who loves their settings, you get it just right, you want it to be everywhere, You check that, and that locks it. Now everything else will still customize, but your mouse would stay the same. So we've given people a lot of options. If I go back now to another product like the keyboard, same deal. I have light sync, but I have the presets. So I have those effects. I have a lot of other different effects. I have freestyle, which lets me paint the keyboard any way I want. Like, so I lay it out and find my WASD and all my Diva colors. Or I can go and add an animation. And animations are like a whole bunch of freestyles stacked on each other. So if I go in here on one of the editable ones, users can create these all they want. And you see you have all these frames. And I can add frames. And then basically you pick a frame, you color everything, you go to the next frame, just like animating a cartoon, right?
Yeah.
And you get to the next one, and this one doesn't have anything on it. If I try it now and I play it, you'll see it change and then go to blue. It's just cycling through the different deals. So for the creative people who want to play around with this, they can have a lot of fun with it. Not everybody's creative as us, right? So, but they want to have cool things. So, and these are the assignments, the same kind of deals. But the biggest new thing that we added that we've never had before is a community that's built in. So now you go down here, you can see find the latest lighting effects. This goes and connects you to our library for the community, and it will show you all of the lighting effects that have been uploaded by other users. I apologize, our bandwidth is really terrible here. But normally at your house, you get see these really fast. You see all these different keyboards that have all these other layouts and all these fun animations. And all I have to do is I can click on it, and in most cases, this will actually animate as you're looking at it, because bandwidth again. And then if I like it, I hit download. It's downloading it, and I can say apply now, and this exact effect is already now running on my thing that quick. I don't have to import it or export it or do anything. Same deal happens when we go to I can go to profiles. So say I want to see how one of my esports pros plays. I can look up his name, or I can search by a game or whatever, and then relevant profiles will come up. If I pick one of these, it'll show the devices that were attached. It'll show kind of give you an idea for some of the settings, and you can download that and apply it just like that. It'll add the profile to the game, and you're ready to use it. The other cool thing, which is easiest to see on the speakers, is a feature we call it's called Screen Sampler. Screen Sampler came out with these speakers earlier this year, in April. And Screen Sampler is an idea where you basically create these boxes. These boxes are on here on your screen, and those are detection areas. So you can add them, you can change their size. For what?
Like a surround sound?
Like that, but it's actually going to capture the colors in this part of the screen, and then it converts them to a signal that goes to the speakers. So now I'm in this light sync mode here, and I let me go find skip this ad. Yeah, so now this is capturing these light areas, and it's literally expanding the colors from the screen out onto my wall. So you have this whole Screen Sampler effect, which can really help the ambience of your room. It really makes it fun. And it even works, we can even apply those same kind of applications to the keyboard. So if I want to I could actually find like my health bar down here, draw a box over it, and then put a box on some of these, and now those keys are going to change color with my health.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, that's very cool. And you don't need a software company, you don't need a game to do something special. You can create these customs for yourself, and they load with the game, so that you can have all your detection zones for one game should probably be different from a different game, right? Because like I wouldn't want a detection zone right up in here, because it's just always going to show the map. So I might move it, and maybe my health bar is here, maybe my ultimate readiness color is right here, and I want to grab it and put it over my ultimate key. So you can tune it to your heart's content.
It's really cool.
Very cool. and every device will tie into a screen sampler. So I can have the mouse blinking off my health meter. I can have it this tied into something, this tied in. Even my headphone lighting can go with it. So very powerful, very very fun, and useful.
Okay.
So.